Okay, here's something else that I think is like important for a few reasons. So I said this in another video, but let's actually just dedicate some time to this, to Sabrina Claudio. I've learned a lot from Sabrina Claudio over the years. Like, so as a black woman who's been really open with like her feelings about disdain and anger, mostly because a lot of the experiences that I've had have made me disdainful. They've made me hate America in all the ways. And I know that there are other people who feel this way, but they don't have the words. And as women, a really big portion of our significance, of our emotional intelligence, is us being able to like convey how we honestly feel when things happen. And I feel like Sabrina Claudio has been able to do that in some ways that are interesting enough for you to, if you are female, to just take note and listen to and appreciate and possibly like gain something for yourself from that. I honestly think there's probably a lot that you could technically gain from it. But something that happened I thought was really weird. So Sabrina Claudio does this live. She's done one before. I think this is actually how I've learned about her. She did a live that was for one of her songs. I'll put it in the description box because I think I saved it to some playlist. But it was a really cool, like, well, it was her singing one of her songs in this dress, and she would just sit on a chair. And it was just very sensual and seductive. And it was like, wow, this is very nice. It was like conveying this female perspective, and it definitely made me feel like this is cool. But then she did another one recently that was about, I think it was her latest project, and I wondered why people weren't making the same comparison that they made toward Sexy Red to Sabrina Claudio. She was virtually naked in this like live that she did, and she was like, I mean, she was singing her songs, which are also about sex and sensuality and relationships and feelings about relationships and about sex. So why are people pretending like Sexy Red is singing about something so different? I wonder. Like I honestly have questions I don't understand. Now another thing that was interesting, I saw she posted some pictures today, which I will include here so you can just look at them for yourself. But Sabrina Claudio is turning into like a fat Latina, not in a negative way, but every people have tropes and types, right? And like there's a lot of like Latina mothers, especially the ones who come to America, and even the ones living in the developing world. They have children, they become just really fat and plumpy like she is, almost like frumpy, because it's like almost like she's lost her feminine shit. It's, I don't know. To me, she looks fat and frumpy, but there's a whole genre of people who love that look. There's an entire sector of men in society who love women who look like that. And I'm just here to like really make it plain. I am the opposite of that. I'm completely the opposite of that. There's high fashion and there's chic, and then there's Sabrina Claudio. And then there's Beyonce. Like I think Beyonce, because Beyonce exercises so much, she has a whole dance routine and is on tour. Even actually Taylor Swift and Beyonce have very similar body types right now. If you go look at, but there's a whole other video that I'm gonna make about Taylor Swift and Beyonce and how they've like morphed into this prototype of Americana, which deserves so much space. It deserves so much space. Um, yeah, it deserves so much space. But it isn't, to me it isn't attractive. I don't like it. Also, I'm not male. So like her body type is not for, like, she's not trying to, her gaze isn't for me. I'm just saying, as a woman who's here critiquing fashion and high fashion, it isn't it. And I just wanted to make some space to say that. Say it publicly and make it plain. So, yeah.